Paul? Yeah. Doesn't look much like my signature. No. This one right here? Yeah. Close resemblance. Oh. Now, from when I first started? Yes. Let's see. I started with this one? Yeah. And this one, this one. This one, this one, this one? Yes. And then on this side? Mm, these signatures? Yeah. And these signatures? Yeah. Then those? Oh, and those. Now, there's approximately, well, exactly 8, 12, 20, 28 signatures. Yeah. And you decided that I didn't need to sign any court documents giving you the authority to dissolve the marriage. Well, we have a real big problem today. Is that this treaty handbook? Yeah. It talks about the need to sign certain conventions, treaties, and agreements. Yeah. Now, I know that the state of Washington has refused to enforce my rights as a citizen. Yeah. The whole thought was, well, he's just that exception to every law. Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to make him sign documents that we have no legal right to require signature. Yes. And then we're going to refuse to allow him to sue us. Right. We're not going to be prosecuted. There is nobody in the United States. Well, let's see. Patricia O'Brien signed this. Yeah. It has her signature right here. She's the Undersecretary General of the for Legal Affairs, the Legal Counsel. Yeah. Now, anytime you put your signature on a document, there's a certain legal requirement to make sure that your signature is enforced and that the United Nations does have the authority to dissolve the marriage. Now, I'm sure if I called Patricia right now and I said, Patricia, my wife and myself were married in Kosovo on December 18th of 2000. Yeah. As the legal counsel for the Undersecretary General for Legal Affairs, yeah. Does the United Nations know how to dissolve the marriage certificate? Now, Patricia would say, well, since we issued it, yeah, you have to go through us. And there are certain forms that need to be filled out. Yes. And then there's the rights of the five minors named. Yeah. See, their system's a little different than the United States system. I'm going to want custody of my sons today. And I'm going to hold liable, yes, every employee of every nation that knows, yes, that the United States is refusing to enforce its conventions, treaties, and agreements. Yes. Now, when Patricia signed this, yeah, Patricia O'Brien, yeah, I'm going to get the last 60 years of her signature. Yes. And if I find out that that's not her signature, yes, I'm going to sue the United Nations for using a fraudulent signature of an individual that is not the legal counsel. Now, you can see how this can escalate into millions of lawsuits because somebody said I have to be the hands. And more than likely, it was some individuals that didn't want to type. Yes. Now, when you think of the itchy, scratchy, yes, picky, pocky, ooch, pimple. When you think of those that said, well, we have to be on them. And we have to be the left hand, or we have to be the trigger finger, or we have to be the right hand. Yes. I'm kind of thinking that somebody, yes, has been using the nervous system of American citizens without their written consent, their signature. Yes. Now, if you find as a Supreme Court justice in any state of the United States that for some reason your signature does not look like it did 20 years ago, yeah, it's not the degrading of your nervous system. Yeah. It's that something had to be on you while being in the judiciary. Yes. Now, for all of us that got, well, entrapped, yes, in the idea, yes, that we're going to be in a top secret seditious conspiracy to violate the laws of the United States. I will personally sue and have put in prison every employee of it. You're going to want my signature. Every arrest was a fraudulent report of violating the restraint provisions. Yes, it wasn't cyber stalking. I was informing you that my civil rights are being violated. Yes. Every signature that this county has, yes, happens to violate the laws of the United States. Yes. And I'm going to go through, yes, and I'm going to sue every employee of the state, yes, and the United States federal government that thinks that we're just not going to. Well, we cannot have any exceptions, yes, to the enforcement of the laws. Now, it could be that today you do want me to speak to my sons. Yes, you do want to remove your fraud, right? And you do want me to speak to Marilyn Van Proyen. Because when watching her sermon about mothering, yes, somebody took her hands. I'm going to want them. Okay, Chief of Police? Why don't you get me the last 30 years of your signatures? Because if you're signing documents today and it doesn't look like the signature, I would say that you're not the Chief of Police.